Yes, welcome. Happy Monday. I am recording for Kate today. She's got some family stuff going on. So I hope you all are enjoying the very beginning starts to this year. And let's get some spinal movement, some good core work in, and some great stretching at the end. So I want us to start with the foam roller. You're going to place it in the middle of your mat. If you're joining us and you don't have a roller, you're welcome to use a pillow in place. But this will be kind of a prop heavy class. So make sure you gather your props. We'll use a roller, a ball, a strap, and potentially a ring. So just have them nearby. With the roller, I want you to have it in the middle of your back. So if you have your elbows forward, your hands behind your head, you can feel your shoulder blade tips just resting right on top of the roller. I want you to relax your lower back, make sure your tailbone feels nice and heavy. And I want you to bring your inhale as your chest brings back. So bring that inhale into your ribs, into your belly. Keep your chin tucked. And when you feel ready, exhale, engage your core, and lift your chest. So this emphasis for this exercise is really on the way back. So as you inhale to expand and lengthen, I want you to reach through the crown of your head. So lengthen your spine through the crown of your head, and exhale to use your core to round back up. So inhale, we lengthen. You keep this controlled and keep it comfortable to where it feels like your body is getting a stretch, but it's not overdoing it. And exhale, use your breath and your core to come back. Let's do 3 more. Keep your elbows forward. Keep your chin slightly tucked. Feel the length in your spine as you inhale, and exhale. Use your abdominals to lift up with control. And 2 more. And 1 more. Breathe in. And exhale. All right. Now we're going to come off the roller, replace the roller with your ball. Moving the same way, but it'll feel a lot different. So the ball goes into the middle of your spine with your hands behind your head. Elbows now can be a little bit more open, tailbone is heavy. And again, keep your chin tucked. We're going to inhale, bring your chest back. And exhale, use your core, blow it out, zip up, round your ribs into the ball behind you as you hug your core in and around. So emphasis is going to be a bit more core on this one, but we're still using the ball to hold open and extend through the spine. Exhale to lift and inhale to lengthen back. We're moving at a slow pace, about 4 counts back and 4 counts up. Keeping your tailbone heavy as you inhale 4 counts back, and exhale to start low in your core, blow it out, zip up and lift up 4 counts. 2 more times. Breathe in back. Exhale to lift. 1 more. Breathe in back. And exhale to lift. Now let's stay at the top of your lift here. Reach both of your arms to your thighs. Take a breath in. Stay as high as you can go as you exhale, lift up your arms. Inhale, lower arms down. Exhale to lift. Feel your abdominals working harder as your arms lift up. Exhale, lift. And forward. We have 2 more. And 1 more. Taking your hands back behind your head, elbows are forward slightly, relax your shoulders. Take your chest back. And exhale, lift up and twist to the left. Now in this twist, let's take it a little further and think about dropping that left elbow to the floor, right elbow towards your knees, and then come back to the center and drop back. Keeping your chin tucked. Exhale from your abdominals, lift up, twisting to the right, dropping right elbow to the floor, left elbows to knees. Keep your left hip down on the floor. Back to center, moving at that slow pace still. Exhale to lift up, to rotate left, elbow to floor, elbow to knees. Keep both hips anchored. Back to center, breathe in back. Exhale, we lift up and twist right. Inhale, center, drop back. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, lift, twist left. Feel that rotation, that final twist at the very end, using your core and opening through the spine. 1 more to the right. And then back to center. Grab a hold of one leg, help yourself up. Take that ball back and bring your roller back. So we're going to take the roller back behind your spine. Same place. I want the tips of your shoulder blades to touch the roller. I want you to walk your feet a little closer towards each other and towards your body. Elbows are forward still, shoulders are soft. We're going to breathe in, prepare, and exhale, lift up your hips just a few inches from the floor. So now we're just resting right on that mid-spine under your shoulder blades. Again, we're going to inhale, bring your chest back slightly, and exhale, come up, lift and twist to the left. Same idea. Keep your hips level with the ceiling above you. Inhale, center, drop your chest back. Keep your chin tucked the whole time you lift up and you twist right. Keep both hips level. Readjust that roller if you need to, if it's uncomfortable. Exhale, we lift and we twist left. I want you to feel the relationship between the twisting of your upper body in your middle to upper spine with relationship to the stability of your lower spine and hips. So the twisting in your upper body should not happen in your pelvis. We have 1 more to the right. This isn't meant to be super comfortable on the spine, but it shouldn't be painful. And then back to the center we go. We're going to drop those hips. We're going to come off the roller. And then last time, we're placing the ball behind your back, but this time a little lower. Now, the lower the ball is, the harder. So if you're not ready for that yet, that's okay. We're going to add everything together. So we're going to inhale, bring your chest back, twist to the left, lift up through that twist, stay high all the way over to the right. Inhale, drop back, stay back as you come back through center, all the way over to the left, and you lift up. Now we're going to continue through this directional. So to the right, we drop down. To the center, inhale, twist left, and exhale, lift up. The goal again is to keep your hips level with the floor under you. Inhale back, and the movement's happening in that thoracic middle spine. Exhale, lift up. Over to the right, last one. Inhale back. Center, left, lift up. And we're switching the direction. So inhale, drop down through the left. Open through the center. Open to the right, lift up. Inhale left. Let's go through the breath. So we're continuing our inhale to drop down. Open to the right. You're going to exhale, lift up through that twist of the right. Inhale over to the left. Dropping down, still inhaling, and use your exhale. Twist to the right and lift up. 2 more, and then we are done with these exercises here. Breathing in to drop back. Open. Exhale, twist to the right and lift up. 1 more over to the left. We drop back. Inhale. Over to the right. Exhale to lift up. All the way through center, grab a hold of one leg and help yourself all the way up. All right, let's change gears completely. Now that our upper spine is warmed up, I'd like to warm up your lower. So let's go ahead and grab a hold of your roller between your knees, and then make sure your props are nearby. So you'll just have everything right next to your mat for ease. Use the end of your roller between your knees. Let's sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms in front. Going into a roll down, we're going to breathe in, prepare. Exhale, zip up your core, squeeze your knees into the roller, and just round your lower back. So stay tall through the spine as you curl your pelvis and you scoop your belly, reaching into the mat behind you. Keep going slow, keep squeezing into the roller. All the way at the bottom, I want you to inhale, reach back. Exhale, arms to ceiling, squeeze into the roller as you zip up your core, lift head, neck, and shoulders, peel bone by bone from the floor, all the way up. Over your sit bones, you grow tall. Breathe in. Exhale, zip up through your core, squeeze through the roller, round back through your pelvis, stay tall through your spine. Slow your roll, find that control, use your breath. Inhale, reach back with your arms. Exhale, arms to ceiling. We nod your chin as you squeeze and zip, healing bone by bone. And grow tall. Breathe in. Exhale, round back, zipping up, squeezing into your roller, healing your pelvis back, healing your spine down. Inhale to reach back. And last time we exhale, lift your arms, nod your chin, zip up, squeeze your roller, and peel bone by bone. And lift up tall. Now we're going to go ahead and come all the way down. Keep everything here. Let's round down using your core. Once you're on the floor, you're going to move your feet closer to your body. Bring your arms down by your sides. I want your chin to be tucked so the length in your neck continues out through the crown of your head. Roller is between your knees. Now, the closer your feet are to your hips, the more you're going to find this work in your glutes rather than your hamstrings. So vice versa, if you walk your feet away, the back of your thighs are going to work just a little bit harder. So for this purpose now, just walk those feet as comfortable as your knees can handle in that flexion. And we're going to try to keep your spine in neutral. So your pelvis is flat, your spine is in those natural curves. And let's use the roller to squeeze your knees into. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze your knees into your roller. Lift up your pelvic floor and press your hips to the ceiling. While you're doing that, think of pushing through your heels, reaching your hips towards the roller, and zipping up through your core. At the top, take a breath in. And let's round down bone by bone as you exhale. So now we're opening up the space in the lower back as you're rounding down, scooping with your belly. And at the bottom, I want you to uncurl, have your tailbone heavy so you've got your neutral spine and pelvis again. As you exhale, squeeze into your roller, lift up your pelvic floor, press into your feet. Hips lift straight up. We are not rounding. Take a breath in at the top. And exhale, let's grow a little taller as you round down bone by bone. So try to place each vertebrae down before the next. Really use the scooping of your core to help open the space in your lower back to do that. At the bottom, take a breath in, find your neutral. There should be some space with your lower back and the floor. Exhale, squeeze into the roller, press your hips up. Take a breath in at the top. And exhale to round bone by bone down. Pubic bone should be your highest point until the very end. So keep reaching and stretching and then relax at the bottom. Now let's take your roller. You're going to move it so it's length. It's perpendicular to the mat and your feet are on top of it. You're going to grab a hold of your strap. Strap goes above both of your knees. And your ball is going to go underneath your hips. So going still into the idea of moving the spine from your core. We've moved the upper body, we've moved the lower body. Now we're going to think about how you can isolate the lower body just a little bit more. So I want us to take our arms down by our sides to start. I want your feet to be a little bit apart so you've got a little resistance into your strap. And I want you to think about inhaling to drop your tailbone and essentially arch your back towards the ceiling. As you exhale, I want you to curl your tailbone to the ceiling, drawing your abdominals down and up like a zipper is zipping from your pubic bone all the way up to your ribs. And the belt is cinching in from hip bone to hip bone. And your tailbone is curled to the ceiling and your lower back is curled to the floor. So pelvic curls, these are called. You're going to inhale, relax your tailbone heavy. Think about lengthening through the spine. If it feels okay, you can go into a little bit of an arch. As you exhale, you're going to curl your pelvis. You're welcome to start with the pelvic floor lift, pubic bone to ceiling, zip up your zipper, zip up your belt or tighten your belt, and round your spine towards the ceiling. And then inhale to release. We just have 3 more. Moving through these different positions is really important for your bones and for your stability to have this movement. So as you exhale, you start with those deeper muscles within. You curl your tailbone. Think of relaxing your outer muscles. So don't use your glutes. Don't push into your feet. Have the curl of your lower back to the floor and your pubic bone to the ceiling come from your core. Inhale, have that be passive. Have it be a relaxed motion into a little bit of a lengthened arched spine. Last one, we're going to actively lift through your pelvic floor, zip up through your abdominals, and curl without using your glutes, keeping those outer muscles relaxed. And then we're going to breathe in and just find what we call neutral. So somewhere between the 2 positions where it feels comfortable for your body. Now, arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. Relax your ribs, relax your shoulders. Take a breath in and zip up through your zipper so those lower abdominals contract in, down, and around your waist as you press your knees straight out. The further the knees are going, the deeper your zipper needs to contract and zip. And inhale, bring those knees back to center. Relax through the belly. Exhale, zip and contract. Press your knees out. Hold for a couple moments. And return back together. Breathe in. Exhale from your core, from the point of stability, you're going to move those knees out. The further they go, the deeper you need to feel your core is there for you. Inhale, bring those knees back to center. Exhale from your core, press it out. Now, don't forget about your upper abdominals. So as you're exhaling and zipping up through your lower abdominals, you're pulling your waist around your spine 360 degrees, pressing your knees out. I also want you to think of hugging, relaxing, and softening your ribs. So don't force your ribs in and down. Think of engaging them and keeping them somewhat relaxed. There's something called over-efforting here in Pilates that we really try to avoid. So while you're working these muscles of the outer hips and the core in this exercise, try to relax everything else. Try to keep it relaxed and easy as you move through those deeper muscles. Okay, one more time. Breathe in, knees to center. From your abdominals, we exhale and press out. Now we're going to hold your knees pressing out. Hold your core engaged. Keep holding and begin pulsing your knees for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Keep breathing, keep soft. And again, we're going to pulse 8, 7, both knees, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those knees back to center. Let's go ahead and take your legs up to a tabletop. Readjust your ball if you need to. I want you to be able to bring your knees right over your hips without arching or stressing your back and without lifting your ribs from the floor. So find a spot that's challenging for your core where you can stay stable. Breathe in to prepare, and as you exhale, bring your arms back. As your arms go back, make sure your ribs are staying soft and they're also drawing down and around towards the floor. Inhale, arms come back up. Again, just the arms. Exhale, engage through your upper abdominals to stabilize ribs. In and down, arms reach back. Inhale, return your arms and try to breathe into those same muscles that you were just contracting. Exhale to soften and stabilize, ribs to floor, arms reach back and return. Now let's add some movement. So your right leg is going to exhale, stay bent, lower towards the floor as your arms reach back. Inhale, return. Switching legs. Exhale, leg lowers, staying bent, arms reach back, abdominals are engaged, ribs are anchoring. And return, breathing. Moving at this slow pace is really important to exhale and be able to move from your core. So lowering through your leg, reaching through your arms, using your exhale, and inhale to return. Inhale to return. We have two more. Let's think about zipping up first, all the way from pubic bone to belly button, all the way to your ribs, lowering through your leg, reaching through your fingers, and return. One more. And return. Let's bring your knees in, taking a break for a moment. And for the last part in this exercise here is to bring your arms down, your knees back over your hips. Breathing in to prepare, exhale from your abdominals, press your legs out into your straps. So think of your knees and your feet moving at the same rate, and then bringing those knees back together. Inhale. Exhale, from your waist you move. So you draw in and around, hugging in all directions with your abdominals and with your ribs, keeping your chest, neck, and shoulders soft. Inhale to return. Exhale to press out from your core. Inhale to return. Exhale from your core, draw in, draw down, hug your ribs in, draw them down, and return. One more. Exhale. And return. Now let's take your feet back to the floor, not the roller. So move the roller aside slightly. Let's take your ball out. And we're going to go ahead and go into a couple little lifts of your hips using the straps. Have your feet a sit bone width apart, so not all the way as wide as your hips. Have your feet close to your body. And let's bring your arms long down by your sides, and then lengthen your neck, tuck your chin. So breathing in to prepare, I'd like you to press into your heels, to press your hips up towards the ceiling, and let's just go a small distance. So don't lift as high as you possibly can. From here, take a breath in and exhale, press your knees out. As your knees press out, draw your abdominals in, feel those muscles tightening or making your waistband looser, and then bring those knees in and drop the hips. So keep it small and controlled for the next 5. Exhale, press into your feet, hips come halfway up, and knees press out, all on your exhale. Bring it in, inhale, and lower your tailbone to the floor, staying on that inhale. So 2 breaths. We exhale, press up and press out. Inhale, bring it in and down. Exhale, we press it up and out. Inhale in and down. Last 2, exhale, anchor into your heels, reach through those knees, press out. In and down, 1 more. Now let's stay lifted. So once you press your knees out, bring them back to the center, holding there, breathe in. And exhale, press your hips up a little higher. Now when you do that, make sure you didn't just arch the back. So you press through those front hip bones, front thighs. So do that again. Let's lower halfway down. And I want you to press those hips up again, but try not to have it come from the spine. So squeeze your glutes, press your hip bones straight up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes the higher you go, and then lower right back down. Halfway, hold, So this movement is through the whole body. It's not arching the spine. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, reach through your knees, lift up, stay neutral, and lower halfway down. Breathe in. From there, exhale, anchor your feet, lengthen your knees, squeeze your glutes to press up and lower down. We have 4 more. The hardest part is at the very top when you're feeling tightness and resistance. And I want you to move really slow and think about pushing it just a little further. Go a little higher, but it needs to come from your muscles, from squeezing and engaging those glutes rather than forcing your back. All right. Last one. Let's hold at the very top. Squeeze your glutes, reach through your knees. Holding there, you're going to press your knees out and bring your knees in. Now your hips are nice and high. Your lower back should be soft. You should feel this in your glutes as you press your knees out. Exhale. 4 more. Stay high through your hips. 3, 2, staying high, reaching long through your knees. 1 more. Bringing those knees back to center. Let's round down on your next breath. So exhale to grow a little bit taller as you round bone by bone back to the floor. Let's take your knees to your chest, remove your strap. Grab a hold behind your legs and help yourself up to a sitting. Let's grab your ball and we're going to place your ball behind your back. The higher the ball is, the easier. So find a level that feels good for you. This is going to be straight focused for your core, and you can adjust the ball at any time. Hands come behind your head with your soft shoulders, elbows are slightly forward, and then put an imaginary orange between your chin and chest to lengthen through the back of your neck. Let's take a breath in 1 time to bring your chest back, just like earlier. Exhale to zip up through your abdominals from pubic bone to belly button, and lift up through your chest, drawing belly button to your ribs, drawing ribs together into the ball. Hold here. Now breathe in, soft shoulders, and exhale, lift your left leg to tabletop. Stay high through your chest, lower your leg down, breathe in. Exhale, lift your right leg. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, left. Stay high, lift up, grow tall, crown of the head to the ceiling. Lower down. Exhale, right. And left. And last one with your right. Now leaving your leg here, bringing your chest back. Inhale, keep your orange. Exhale, lift your chest back. Inhale, bring your chest back. Exhale, lift up. So this movement's really focused on the middle spine, not your shoulders, not your neck. So as you come back, you're just moving through the ribs, and your exhale rounding and lifting through those ribs. Inhale, we have 2 more. Exhale to lift. Reach tall, crown of the head to the ceiling. And last one. Stay at the top here, relax your shoulders, breathe in, and exhale, extend your leg out, stay tall. Inhale, bend it in, and exhale, reach it out. Inhale, bend in. Exhale, reach out. 3 more, breathe in, bend. Exhale, extend. Last 2. And 1 more. Let's bring your knee back in, hold on to the outside of your shin, and give yourself a break for just a moment. Soften your shoulders, move your head from side to side. And we'll switch sides, switch legs. So when you're ready, we'll take your leg down Take your hands behind your head, elbows are forward, soft shoulders. Taking a breath in one time back, keeping that orange quiet. Try not to squish it as you exhale, lift up. Now staying tall, breathe in. Exhale, lift your left leg to tabletop, leaving it there as you breathe in back. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, lift up. 4 more. Let's grow just a little taller as you round up through your spine, not through crushing your chin to your chest, but from you rounding into the ball and lifting up through your spine. Last 2. 1 more, softening those shoulders at the very top. We're going to stay at the top there. Breathe in and exhale, extend your leg out straight. Inhale, stay tall, bend it in, and exhale, reach out. 3. Here's 4. Last 2. Last 1. Bring your leg back in, grab a hold behind it, come up off the ball, and let's take the ball aside, but keep it nearby. Your roller comes back underneath your feet. We're going to grab a hold of your ring, roll all the way down, and place the ring between your knees with your feet on top of your roller. Your feet are parallel, your arms are down by your sides, and I want you to find a neutral pelvis. So a little bit of a space with your lower back, a nice level, relaxed pelvis, and find where you are most comfortable in that position. So let's take a breath in to prepare. Without changing the shape of your back or curling your pelvis, you're going to squeeze the ring. So knees draw inward, abdominals are going to engage, and your back stays long. Inhale to release. Exhale to squeeze. Make sure your knees are not directly over your hips, so roll that roller out just a little bit. Inhale to release. So this is a nice time to practice how to softly engage those upper abdominals around your ribs. So as you're squeezing, you're starting with the lower abdominals. You're squeezing through the ring, moving up to your upper abdominals, but you're not forcing it. So think of just drawing a nice general hug of your ribs in and a little bit of an anchoring down. Release. If you force it, you end up stressing out your upper chest and losing the alignment altogether. So again, we don't want to over effort. 2 more. One more. Holding this last squeeze. Feeling your core there for you, we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. And we're going to pulse again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, roll that roller a little closer underneath you. Arms are down by your sides. If this is too challenging, the roller can go away and just your feet go to the floor. So we're going to breathe in to prepare. Exhale to squeeze into the ring, zipping up through your core. You're going to press into the roller and lift your hips towards the ceiling. Take a breath in at the top, and let's exhale. Keep your squeeze as you round bone by bone back to the floor. At the bottom, find your tailbone, relax those knees. We just have 3 more. Exhale from your core, we squeeze. From that strength, we press up. At the top, breathe in. Keep your squeeze as you round bone by bone. At the bottom, find your tailbone, release, breathe in. Exhale to find your core. Squeeze your ring, press your hips up. Inhale at the top, keep your squeeze and round down. Exhale. Open through that ring, take a breath in, one more. Exhale, we squeeze, press your hips up. Breathe in at the top and keep your squeeze to round down, bone by bone. All right, we're gonna grab a hold of your ring, take it aside, grab a hold of your ball, walk those feet together, lift your hips slightly up and put the ball right back under your hips. Legs come to a tabletop. Arms come up towards the ceiling. Knees are directly over your hips. Let's take a breath in and exhale, extend your right leg out. Left arm begins to reach back. Hold this position and open your right arm. So right arm is wide, left arm is back, right leg is out. Inhale, return everything to center stretching. Exhale, left leg out, right arm back, left arm wide. Feel your core keeping you balanced and drawing inward for stability. Return. Exhale, right leg out, left arm out, right arm out. And return. Exhale, extend your left leg, reach your right arm back, open your left arm wide. And return, two more. Exhale, right leg out, left arm back, right arm wide. Return. And last one. Left leg out, right arm back, left arm wide. And bring it in. Now, knees to chest, we have one more exercise here that's going to tie together a little bit of what we started the class with, and that's pelvic mobility, spinal mobility. But we're going to be using our core very distinctly to move your hips. So legs come back to a tabletop, arms are going to come down by your sides. I want you to extend your right leg out so that your left foot is right next to your knee, but you're not turned out with your knee, okay? So keep it parallel. Now, in this position, you should be pretty neutral with your spine. I want you to exhale, round your lower back or curl your pelvis, and that's going to lift your legs just from that action coming from your core. Inhale to untuck. Don't arch, just untuck. Exhale, zip up through your core, pubic bone to belly button to lift. Inhale to release. 4 more. And release, breathe in. Your legs are a puppet. Your core is the puppeteer. So think of your core working to move your legs. 1 more. Bring that knee in and we'll switch. Inhale, legs lower. Exhale, zip up your core and curl. Legs lift. Inhale, legs lower. You're back to neutral. Exhale, engage your core to curl and lift. 4 more. Inhale, lengthen back to neutral. And exhale. 3 more. Remember to keep your shoulders, neck, and chest soft. 2 more. And last one. Bring it in all the way. Take your hands to the insides of your knees and let's press them apart and relax into a stretch. Your arms are straight, your neck is long, and you're gently pressing those knees down towards the floor. All right, knees come back to center, feet come to the floor, or if your roller is right there, just place them there. Let's take your ball out. And then I want you to bring the roller in front of your body on one side. We're going to turn all the way over. Rest your top leg on the roller and your head onto your bottom arm. And I want you to bend your bottom leg. Bottom waist is slightly lifted. All right, we're going to breathe in, relax through the upper body. As you exhale, lift your bottom leg towards the ceiling. Now, if that really hurts your hip, you're welcome to lean back slightly and see if that helps. So lower down your leg, inhale, keep it bent, and exhale, lift it back up. Move your knee and your foot together and lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. 4 more. Lengthen through your knee as you lift it up. And 3, 2, 1 more. Let's hold here. Foot stays, but drop just your knee. Exhale, lift your knee back up. Drop just your knee. Exhale, lift it up. Here's 3, and 4, 5, 3 more. Keep high with your foot. 2, 1 more. Now let's stay lifted at the very top, holding there. You're going to pulse for 8 up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down that leg. Now let's stay here for a little chest stretch. So take your bottom arm off the floor in front of you. Rest your head, stack your hands. Take a breath in to prepare and reach your arm back behind you on the floor. Exhale, begin to open. Keep your knee connected to the roller and work on laying that shoulder to the floor, turning the palm of your hand to the ceiling and watching your hand move with your eyes. So you're turning all the way over to the other side. Back to the center, we stack over, breathe in, and 2 more times as you lift up, circling back, circling open, laying that shoulder onto the floor. Back to center, 1 more time, we breathe in, circle back, and exhale. This time I want you to hold the deepest part of the stretch. So stay and open and breathe. 3 deep breaths. One more. Coming back to center. All right, we're going to stay on this side, but grab a hold of your strap and let's place it above both knees. Then I'm going to have you come up onto your bottom forearm. If you have perhaps an injured shoulder or you have a lot of injured or neck or shoulder pain, lay back to how we just were, where you're resting your head on your arm. If you are up on your forearm, it's really easy to collapse into the floor. I want you to stay lifted and use this bottom muscle called your lat muscle, latissimus dorsi, right behind your bottom armpit. So think about lifting and pulling those muscles down towards your back pockets. We're going to stay in that position. Hips are stacked, so you can take your top hand to your top hip, breathe in. And as you exhale, I'm going to have you open your top knee towards the ceiling. Notice as you do that, I don't want you to collapse your waist or shorten the top waist. So stay lengthened. Lower your knee back down, breathe in. We're going to do this for 8. So heels are glued together as you exhale, open. From your core, you stay stable. You go as high as that knee can allow without letting your hip drop back. 6 more. Long knee. So reach out through that femur. And again, this can totally be done all the way down. We usually do it in this position. So if your shoulder is bothering you, just come right back down and rest your head on your arm. All right. We have last couple here. Use your waist. So think of drawing in with your bottom, around with your top, 360 degrees. You're hugging through your waist to support through your bones. One more time, we're gonna hold your leg at the top. So glue those heels together, exhale to open, hold there. We're gonna pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lift through that bottom waist. Pulse one more time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Use your hands to help yourself all the way up. Switch sides. Keep a hold of the strap. We're going to do this first and then your inner thigh after. So you're either laying all the way down or you're going to use that bottom arm. Bottom waist is lifted, heels are glued, and then top hip is stacked. So breathing in to prepare. We're going to exhale, glue those heels, open your top knees, zip through your waist, and lower down, breathe in. Just like with everything else, we're going to move from your core. And once you get to the final end of your position of your exercise, like right now, you're open fully, you're going to hold and then return. So use a little bit of that hold to strengthen the endurance fibers of your muscles. Hold and return. Reaching long through your knees, zipping up through your core. 3 more. And 2. Last 1. Stay lifted through your waist, hold, and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold and pulse again for 8. Heels are glued. 7, 6. Keep your breath flowing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest down. We're going to take that strap up. We're going to bring your top leg onto the roller. Support your head with your bottom arm. Bottom leg is bent. Bottom waist is lifted. And we're going to exhale, lift up your bottom leg. All right, so inhale, lower down, keep it in this nice parallel to the floor position. So as you lift up, your knee and your foot move together, and then you resist back down. Remembering to hold at the top for just a moment. Reaching through your long femur. 3 more. Staying stacked through your hip bones, lifted through your waist, lengthened through your waist. 1 more. Holding at the top. Foot stays, drop just your knee, and lift your knee back up. Just your knee drops. Exhale, lift it up. Here's 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. Holding at the top to pulse. Pulsing now 8. Whole leg. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold at the top. And we pulse one more time for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Rest that leg down. Bring your bottom arm in front of you. Rest your head on the floor. Stack your hands. Let's take a breath in and stretch. Bring your arm up, circling it back. Follow your hand with your eyes as you exhale and open all the way. Trying to lay that shoulder down. Back to the center, stacking. Take a breath in. Reach back. Exhale, circle. One more. This last one, we're going to hold wherever it's the deepest of a stretch for you and take 3 deep breaths. And come slowly back. Use your hands to help yourself all the way up. We're going to grab a hold of the ring and stretch on your back with the ring. So let's grab one foot. Let's start with your left foot together into the ring. We're going to roll all the way down and straighten your right leg. I want you to bring your your left toes, so the leg that's stretching, bring those toes to your chest. Press that heel to the ceiling. And just like we found for most exercises today, I want you to come to a neutral spine. So there should be a little bit of a space with your lower back as you drop your tailbone, drop your sit bone, and reach your heel to the ceiling. Now, as your heel is reaching to the ceiling, rotate your leg inward and bring your leg across. Think about pulling now the pinky side of your foot down towards your chest. So pinky to chest, heel to ceiling. Keep your hip down and breathe. And let's slowly bring that leg back to center. Bend your non-stretching leg, bend it wide and in the air as you open your left leg wide, pulling toes to chest. Keeping heel towards away from your body. 2 more deep breaths. And we'll bring that leg in and switch. Right leg into the ring towards the ceiling. Left leg on the floor. Slowly drop those toes. Press your heel to the ceiling. Find that neutral spine and drop your hip into the floor. Keep thinking about heel to ceiling. And when you're ready, rotate your toes towards the left. So across your body inward. And as you take your leg over, think of pulling your toes, your pinky side, more down towards your chest. And breathe. Stay neutral. And gently bring your leg back in. We're going to open it wide. Lift your non-stretching leg wide. Pulling still toes to chest, heel away. For the last 5 minutes of the class, we're going to stretch up on the mat. So we'll go ahead and bring your legs in. Before we do that, take your left ankle in front of your right thigh and hold on to the back of your right leg. Slowly release and switch legs. All right, we're gonna go ahead and slowly release that. Grab behind both of your legs. Help yourself all the way up to a sitting. And we're gonna do 3 different stretches, some of my favorites. So I want us to start first in this zigzag position, but a little bit more open than maybe you have been before. So maybe there's some space between your foot and thigh. Now we're going to rotate your chest over your knee that's in the front. And I want you to bring your hand, your right, so I apologize. Let's get all on the same page because I will be confused with right and left. I want your right leg bent in front of you, your left leg bent behind you. Then you're going to rotate to the right, so your chest is over your right knee. You're going to bring your right hand to the floor and keep that arm straight. Then your left hand is going to come to the floor, but I want you to drop just that left elbow to the floor. Then you're going to twist, continually twist towards the right with your upper body, and you're gently pushing into that right arm that's straight. So you should feel a stretch through your right hip, maybe a little bit into your spine and into your thoracic spine. So let's do 2 more breaths here, really opening and lengthening your spine. Think about growing taller here as you're rotating to the right. And then come back through center and bend your right elbow to the floor. So now both elbows are bent. You're going to drop your chest down, drop your head to the floor, and continue to hopefully feel the stretch in the right hip. One more breath. You're going to use your hands to lift your chest, walk your chest back up, and you're going to bring your legs closer together. So now your knees and feet are touching. You're going to bring your left hand to the floor and reach your right arm up and over. Press into your left hand and reach with your right arm. If this bothers your hips or knees in any way, go ahead and gently come out of it. It is not a stretch for everybody. And breathe. If you're still in that stretch, one more deep breath. All right, slowly coming out. Gentle to your body. We're going to switch sides. Make a little bit of a wider stance. Remember, you can always overstretch. So sometimes it's better to go less, and thinking less is more as you do that. So now you're twisting to the left, your left arm is straight. You're going to drop your right elbow to the floor and rotate left, keeping your spine as straight and lengthened as you can. And then we're going to bend that left arm. So both forearms are bent, and drop your chest to the floor, head to the floor. You're going to use your hands to help you up all the way. Walk your knees and thigh, or feet and thigh together. Take your hand to the floor and reach up and over. Gentle pressure into the hand on the floor. Reach through your top arm. Slowly come back up. Last stretch. You're going to come onto your hands and knees. Take your left leg out wide with the sole of your foot on the floor. Hanging out in this stretch for just a moment. So your left leg is straight. You should be feeling left inner thigh. Now what I want you to do is take your left arm in, so it's right underneath your chest. Breathe in and exhale, rotate and open as you reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Come back slowly to the floor with that hand. Breathe in. 2 more times. We exhale, rotate to the right and up towards the ceiling. Reach arm to ceiling. Bend it slowly back, back to the floor. 1 more time. Using your core for stability here. Back to center. Gently come out and we will switch. Right leg is straight out, sole of your foot to the floor. Hanging here in this stretch with that inner thigh. Think of dropping that leg towards the floor. And then we're walking that right hand in a little, taking a breath in. Exhale, engaging your core as you bend. Rotate and reach. Bend, return back to center 2 more times. Last one. And then back to center. Bring your knee in, sit back to a child's pose right through the center. Arms are straight, think of stretching through those shoulders. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And we'll slowly help yourself all the way up. That's all I have for you today. Have a beautiful Monday, and again, Happy New Year.